Modern day games releasing early before they're ready is hurting both game studios and their fans. Honestly, I expected more from this new generation of gaming consoles. Why are these games releasing before they're ready? What's the point? Why do it? Welcome back to the channel and to another video. This is Dadbod Gaming. I am COLUMBANGO, and in this Bango bit from DMG Live, I'll be discussing how modern day early game releases is hurting both the gaming community and these game studios at the same time, all while enjoying some new gameplay from Star Wars Jedi Survivor. As always, if you enjoy what you see, don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe to Dadbod Gaming if you're new. Let's get into this. The launch of Redfall. I called this. A link to the video is in the description below. I was a little outraged that Redfall was launching in quality mode, 30 frames per second, no performance mode. It shouldn't be happening now with these next-gen games. And I can't even really say next-gen anymore. This is current gen, all right? These consoles have been out for a couple of years for a game to launch at 30 frames, okay? This isn't the beginning of the Xbox One generation, the PS4 generation, and the Xbox was way underpowered at its launch, the Xbox One, which was a problem. I feel like Xbox is swinging and missing constantly. The ABK deal, that kind of fell through right now. Now Redfall's a swing and a miss. They're in trouble, and it makes me think that these publishers, these developers, they are rushing these games out because they know they can patch them later, and they're really doing a disservice to us, the gamers, okay? Their community, their fans. It shouldn't be happening. If the game needed to be, in development, which, I mean, if you played Redfall, you know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? You know what? I'll admit, I haven't even played it. I wasn't going to play it at launch. I'm not playing it at 30 frames. I'm not going to play a first-person shooter at 30 frames. What is this, a kid's toy? I mean, let's be real. I said I wasn't going to play it at launch. I still haven't played it. I've seen videos on it. Game looks terrible. The missions are bland. It's running very poorly. The AI, from what I can see, is very dumb, okay? I don't have time for that. It's really a disgrace. And you know what? It makes me think one of two things. Number one, these publishers, these developers, they know that people are going to buy the game. They know the game is in Game Pass. Let's just release it now because we said we were going to do it. We already delayed it one time. Let's just get it out there. We'll patch it later because, everything is internet based now and they can fix it. Great. Okay. Or number two, the pandemic is finally over and these studios suffered during that time. They couldn't meet with their teams in studio. They're not going to come out and say that, and they couldn't meet their deadlines. Now they're just forcing these games out. I got to say, even this game, Jedi Survivor, on the PC, running terrible. The port is terrible, all right? I don't play it on PC. I'm playing it on Xbox. Haven't really had any problems with it. But to even release a game on the PC, running the way it is, there's no excuse. And Xbox isn't the only ones at fault. PlayStation's at fault too. Okay, PlayStation, you had Forspoken. You had Babylon's Fall, which nobody played. These games are releasing broken, and it just leaves a really bad taste in my mouth. This generation, this next-gen console generation, which is real current gen right now, in my opinion, it's really been lackluster so far. And I'll tell you right now, if Starfield doesn't knock it out of the park come the fall, okay, Xbox is in trouble. Same thing goes for Forza. Same thing goes for Hellblade. We don't even know when Avowed's coming out. We don't even know when Perfect Dark is coming out. From what I hear, Perfect Dark, that studio has major development issues. I don't know. This was supposed to be a big year for Xbox, and I'm not seeing it. Okay, but well, there you have it, folks. Games releasing before they're ready, in my view, is hurting both the gaming community and these studios as a whole. The release of Redfall was a slap in the face. to Xbox fans and people in the community. The game releasing in quality mode only, 30 frames per second, is just unacceptable at this point in this new generation of gaming consoles. And I say new with a grain of salt because, hey, let's face it, these consoles have been out already for a couple of years. 60 frames per second, okay, at 4K should be the standard, in my view, for this generation. I feel like modern day games are just rushed out because, you know, these developers know that they could fix them later. And that's just unacceptable when you have such an expensive hobby like gaming is, and you're putting time into this hobby. To have games released this way is just unfair to us all as a community. What do you think? Do you think these games are releasing early? Do you think these developers and publishers, what have you, these companies are doing it on purpose because they know they can fix them later? Do they have deadlines to meet? Are they still recovering from the pandemic and they have to push these games out? Leave a comment down below. And on your way down to leaving a comment, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Dadbod Gaming if you're new. I'll catch you in the next one.